Hello, my dear students. I'm so happy to see you here today. You are taking another step to improve your English. That is a great decision. Let me tell you something very important. Learning English is not about luck. It is about having a clear plan and working on it step by step. Success comes when you know what you want and take action to achieve it. Today, we will talk about setting clear goals for learning English. Why are goals important? They help you stay motivated and focused. Goals show you the way to improve. When you have clear goals, you can see your progress. You will know what you have learned and what you need to work on next. Setting goals is the first step to success in your English learning journey. Are you ready to learn how to set goals and improve faster? Let's begin. Why setting goals is important. Why are goals important? Goals give you a clear direction. They show you where to go and what to do next. Without goals, it's easy to feel lost or confused. Imagine you want to visit a new country. If you don't have a map or plan, you might not know which way to go. You could walk in circles or waste time. But with a map, you can see the path. You know where to start, where to stop, and how to reach your destination. Goals work the same way in learning English. If you don't set goals, you might not know what to focus on. You could try many things, but still feel like you're not getting better. With clear goals, you can plan your steps. You'll know what to learn first and what to learn later. For example, if your goal is to speak English in simple conversations, you can focus on learning basic words and phrases. You can practice greetings, introductions, and common questions. This helps you learn step by step instead of trying to do too much at once. Goals also help you track your progress. When you set a goal, you can check how much you've learned. You can see the small steps you've taken. This gives you confidence and keeps you motivated to learn more. Learning English without goals is like driving without a destination. You might keep moving, but you won't know if you're getting closer to where you want to be. When you set goals, you have a destination. You know where you're going and how to get there. For example, your first goal could be to learn 50 new words in 1 month. Your next goal might be to write a short paragraph using those words. After that, you could practice speaking those words in sentences. Each goal builds on the one before it. Goals also make learning fun. When you achieve a goal, you feel happy and proud. This feeling motivates you to keep going. Even small goals, like learning 5 new words in a week, can make a big difference. Without goals, it's easy to feel like you're not making progress. You might study, but feel stuck. Goals give you focus. They help you understand what you've achieved and what's next. Imagine you're learning English for a job interview. If you set a goal to practice answering common questions, you can prepare step by step. First, you can learn how to introduce yourself. Then you can learn how to describe your skills. Finally, you can practice answering questions about your experience. Each step brings you closer to your goal. Goals also save time. When you know what to focus on, you don't waste time on things that are not important. For example, if your goal is to improve your listening skills, you can spend more time listening to English videos or podcasts. You don't need to spend hours on grammar exercises if they're not part of your current goal. Clear goals make learning faster and easier. They keep you organized and focused. They show you what to learn first and what to learn next. Think about a tree. The trunk is your main goal, like speaking English fluently. The branches are your smaller goals, like learning basic vocabulary, practicing pronunciation, or improving grammar. Each branch helps you grow toward your main goal. When you set goals, you stay on track. You don't feel lost, and you don't give up. You know what you're working for and why it's important. So, why are goals important? They give you direction, help you stay motivated, and show you your progress. They make learning English easier and more enjoyable. When you have clear goals, you can achieve great things. Take some time to think about your goals. Why do you want to learn English? What do you want to achieve first? Write your goals down and start working on them today. Remember, every small step brings you closer to your dreams. Steps to set clear goals. The first step to setting clear goals is to know why you want to learn English. Think about your reason. Ask yourself this question: why do I want to learn English? Everyone has their own reason. Maybe you want to learn English for your job. Many jobs today need people who can speak English. Knowing English can help you get a better job, talk to customers, or work with people in different countries. Or maybe you want to learn English for travel. When you travel to new countries, English can help you talk to people. You can ask for directions, order food, or make new friends. English is spoken in many places, so it's very useful when you travel. Another reason to learn English is to connect with people. Maybe you want to make friends from other countries. English can help you talk to them and learn about their lives. It can also help you understand other cultures and traditions. Knowing your reason is very important. It gives you motivation. Motivation is what keeps you going, even when learning feels hard. If you know why you are learning, you will feel more focused and determined. Write your reason down. For example, you can write, I want to learn English to get a better job. I want to learn English to travel to new places. I want to learn English to make new friends. Put this note somewhere you can see it every day, maybe on your desk, your notebook, or your phone. Read it often. This will remind you why you started and help you stay motivated. The next step is to make your goals clear. It's not enough to say, I want to learn English. That is too general. Instead, you need to make your goals specific. For example, instead of saying, I want to speak better English, you can say, I want to learn 20 new words this week and use them in sentences. Or instead of saying, I want to improve my writing, you can say, I want to write one short paragraph every day. Specific goals are easier to follow. You know exactly what to do and can see your progress. Big goals can feel scary. If you think, I want to speak English fluently, it might feel like too much. That's why it's important to break your big goals into smaller steps. For example, if your big goal is to speak fluently, you can start with smaller steps like these. 1. Learn basic greetings, like hello and how are you. 2. Practice short conversations, like asking for help or ordering food. 3. Learn common phrases for daily life, like shopping or talking about the weather. Each small step will help you get closer to your big goal. Another important step is to set a timeline for your goals. A timeline is a deadline for when you want to finish your goal. For example, I will learn 50 new words in 1 month. I will practice speaking for 10 minutes every day for 3 weeks. I will read 1 English article every week for the next 2 months. A timeline helps you stay focused. It pushes you to work on your goal every day. Without a timeline, it's easy to lose track and forget. Tracking your progress is also very important. Check what you've learned and how far you've come. For example, did you learn the new words you planned? Can you write a paragraph without many mistakes? Can you understand a short conversation in English? When you see your progress, you feel proud and confident. You know you're improving, even if it's just a little at a time. Remember to celebrate your success. When you reach a goal, give yourself a reward. It doesn't have to be big. For example, you can treat yourself to your favorite snack or take a break to do something fun. Celebrating makes learning enjoyable and motivates you to keep going. Sometimes learning might feel hard. You might feel like giving up. When this happens, remind yourself of your reason. Why did you start learning English? Think about how your life will improve when you reach your goals. For example, imagine getting the job you always wanted because you can speak English. Or think about traveling to a new country and talking to people confidently. These thoughts will give you strength to continue. It's also helpful to have a learning plan. A plan is a list of what you will do to reach your goal. For example, if your goal is to learn 50 words in 1 month, your plan might be to learn 2 new words every day. If your goal is to speak fluently, your plan might include practicing with a friend or teacher for 15 minutes a day. Having a plan keeps you organized. You know what to do each day, and you won't feel lost. Find ways to make learning fun. For example, you can watch English movies or listen to English songs. You can play language games or use apps like Duolingo. When learning is fun, it feels easier, and you'll want to do it more. You can also learn with a friend. Having a study buddy makes learning enjoyable. You can practice speaking together, share new words, and help each other stay motivated. Finally, don't forget to be patient with yourself. Learning English takes time. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Every time you practice, you are getting better. Remember, setting goals is the first step to success. Goals give you a clear direction and help you stay motivated. Start with small, clear goals. Break them into steps. Set a timeline, track your progress, and celebrate your success. Every small step you take brings you closer to your big dreams. Keep going and don't give up. You can do it. 2. Be specific about your goals. When you set a goal, make sure it is clear and specific. A goal like, I want to improve my English, is too general. It doesn't tell you what to do or how to start. Instead, try to be more detailed about what you want to achieve. For example, don't just say, I want to speak better. That's not specific enough. Instead, you can say, I want to learn 10 new words every week and use them in sentences. This is clear and it tells you exactly what to do. Another example, don't say, I want to write well. This is too general. Instead, say, I want to write 1 short paragraph every day. This gives you a simple task to focus on. Clear goals help you plan better. You know what you need to work on and can take action step by step. When your goal is specific, it's easier to measure your progress. For example, if your goal is to learn 10 new words every week, you can check at the end of the week to see if you've done it. If your goal is to write a paragraph every day, you can count how many you wrote by the end of the week. This way, you can see if you're on track. Specific goals also make learning less confusing. Imagine walking into a big library without knowing what book to read. It would feel overwhelming, right? But if you know you want to read one chapter of an English book about travel, you'll know exactly where to start. Here are more examples of specific goals. Instead of saying, I want to listen better, say, I want to watch one short video in English every day and write down 5 new words from it. Instead of saying, I want to improve my grammar, say, I want to practice the present tense for 20 minutes every day this week. When you set a specific goal, you can break it into smaller tasks. For example, if your goal is to learn 50 words in 1 month, you can plan to learn 2 new words every day. This makes the big goal feel smaller and easier to achieve. Specific goals also give you a sense of purpose. You'll feel like you're working toward something meaningful. When you achieve a specific goal, you'll feel proud of yourself and ready to set a new one. Remember, learning English is a journey. If you have clear and specific goals, you'll know where you're going and how to get there. Start by thinking about one thing you want to improve. Then make it specific and simple. For example, instead of saying, I want to improve my reading, you can say, I will read 1 page of an English storybook every day. Instead of saying, I want to speak more fluently, you can say, I will practice speaking with a friend for 10 minutes every day. Clear goals give you focus. They help you stay organized and motivated. When you can see your progress, you'll feel confident and excited to keep learning. Take some time today to think about your goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to improve? How can I make my goal more specific? What steps will help me achieve it? Write your goals down and start working on them. Remember, every small goal you reach is a big step forward in your English learning journey. Keep it simple, clear, and specific, and you'll see great results. 3. Break your goals into smaller steps. When you have a big goal, it can feel overwhelming. You might think, how will I ever reach this? That's why it's important to break big goals into smaller, simple steps. For example, imagine your big goal is to speak English fluently. That's a great goal, but it's also a big one. Instead of trying to do everything at once, start with something small. First, focus on learning basic phrases. Practice greetings like hello and how are you. Learn how to introduce yourself, like saying, my name is, or I'm from. These are easy and very useful in everyday conversations. Next, try short conversations. Practice ordering food at a restaurant. For example, you can learn to say, I'd like a coffee, please, or can I have the menu? Or learn how to ask for directions, like saying, where is the bus stop? These small steps help you feel more confident. Breaking your goals into smaller steps makes learning easier. It helps you focus on one thing at a time. When you complete a small step, you feel a sense of success. This motivates you to keep going. Here's another example. If your goal is to write in English, start by writing 1 simple sentence every day. Once you're comfortable, try writing a short paragraph about your day or your hobbies. After that, you can practice writing letters or emails. Each step helps you build your skills slowly and steadily. Small steps are like building blocks. Imagine you're building a house. You can't put the roof on first. You need to start with the foundation, then add walls, and finally the roof. It's the same with learning English. Each small step is a piece of the bigger goal. If your goal is to learn 100 new words, don't try to memorize them all at once. Instead, learn 5 words a day. Write them down, use them in sentences, and review them often. By the end of 20 days, you'll know all 100 words. Breaking goals into steps also helps you stay organized. You can create a plan for what to do each day or week. For example, Week 1. Learn basic greetings and introductions. Week 2. Practice short conversations about food or travel. Week 3. Learn 20 new words and use them in sentences. This kind of plan keeps you on track and makes learning feel manageable. Another example is improving your listening skills. If your big goal is to understand English movies, start small. First, watch short videos with subtitles. Focus on understanding one sentence at a time. Then, try listening without subtitles for a few minutes. Over time, you'll find it easier to understand longer conversations. Small steps are also important when learning grammar. Instead of studying all grammar rules at once, pick one rule to focus on. For example, practice the present tense first. Learn how to say sentences like, I eat breakfast every morning, or she works at a school. Once you're comfortable, move on to the past tense. When you break your goals into steps, it's easier to see your progress. You can look back and say, I've learned this and now I'm ready for the next step. Progress, even small progress, builds your confidence. Remember, learning English is a journey. You don't have to do everything at once. Focus on one small step at a time. Each step brings you closer to your big goal. Take some time today to think about your big goals. What small steps can you take to get started? Write them down and focus on one step at a time. Small steps lead to big success, so don't rush. You're doing great. 4. Set a timeline. When you set a goal, it's important to give yourself a timeline. A timeline means deciding when you want to finish your goal. This helps you stay focused and avoid procrastination. Procrastination is when you keep delaying or putting things off. For example, instead of saying, I want to learn new words, you can say, I will learn 50 new words in 1 month. This gives you a clear deadline and helps you plan your learning. Another example is watching English videos. Instead of saying, I want to watch more videos, you can say, I will watch 3 English videos every week for the next 2 months. This timeline is clear, and you know exactly what you need to do each week. When you have a timeline, it's easier to track your progress. For instance, if your goal is to learn 50 words in a month, you can check each week to see how many words you've learned. If your goal is to watch 3 videos every week, you can keep track of how many you've watched so far. A timeline also keeps you motivated. When you see that you're getting closer to your deadline, you'll feel proud of your progress. It's like running a race and seeing the finish line. You feel excited to keep going. Timelines work best when they are realistic. Don't make the deadline too short or too long. For example, learning 100 new words in 1 day might be too hard, but learning 5 words a day is more realistic. Here's another example. If your goal is to read an English book, set a timeline like this. I will read 1 chapter every week for the next 3 months. This way you know exactly what to do and can stay on schedule. You can also use a calendar or a notebook to track your timeline. Write down your goals and deadlines. For example, Week 1. Learn 10 new words. Week 2. Watch 2 English videos. Week 3. Write 1 short paragraph. Seeing your plan written down helps you stay organized and on track. If you miss a deadline, don't worry. Just adjust your timeline and keep going. The most important thing is to stay consistent and keep learning. Timelines make learning more exciting. you'll feel a sense of accomplishment every time you meet a deadline. And when you look back, you'll see how much progress you've made. Start by choosing one goal and setting a timeline for it. Write it down and begin working on it step by step. With a clear timeline, you'll stay motivated and reach your goals faster. 5. Measure your progress. It's important to measure your progress when learning English. This means checking what you've learned and how far you've come. Take a moment to ask yourself questions like, what have I learned so far? What can I do now that I couldn't do before? For example, maybe you've learned 10 new words this week. That's progress. Or perhaps you've started watching short videos in English and can understand some of what they're saying. That's a big step forward. When you measure your progress, it helps you see your improvement. Learning English takes time, but when you look back, you'll realize how much you've already achieved. Celebrate your small wins. Every small achievement is a step toward your bigger goal. For example, if you wrote your first paragraph in English, give yourself a pat on the back. If you had a short conversation in English, even if it wasn't perfect, it's still progress. Celebrating your progress keeps you motivated. It reminds you that your hard work is paying off. You can also write down your progress in a notebook. For example, keep a list of the words you've learned, the sentences you've practiced, or the videos you've watched. When you feel stuck, look at your list and see how far you've come. If you feel like you're not improving, check your progress carefully. Sometimes progress is slow, and that's okay. Learning a language is like planting a tree. It grows little by little. Measuring your progress also helps you stay on track. If you notice that you're not meeting your goals, you can make changes. For example, if your goal was to learn 20 words in 2 weeks, but you only learned 10, you can adjust your plan and try again. Tracking your progress builds confidence. When you see what you've already achieved, you'll feel ready to tackle new challenges. Remember, every step forward is a success. Celebrate your wins, big or small, and keep going. You're doing great. How to stay motivated. Learning English is like a long journey. Sometimes it feels exciting, but other times it can feel hard or slow. That's okay. The most important thing is to keep going and stay motivated. Here are some simple tips to help you. 1. Reward yourself. When you reach a goal, celebrate your success. Give yourself a small reward. For example, if you learn 10 new words this week, treat yourself to your favorite snack. If you finish a short English book, watch a movie you enjoy. Rewards make learning fun and give you something to look forward to. 2. Find a study. Buddy learning with a friend can make studying more enjoyable. A study buddy can practice speaking with you, share new ideas, and encourage you when you feel stuck. You can learn together and even help each other with difficult topics. For example, you can practice speaking English for 10 minutes each day. Quiz each other on new words or grammar. Share your favorite English songs, videos, or books. Learning together feels less like work and more like fun. 3. Remind yourself of your why. Always remember why you started learning English. Is it to get a better job? Travel the world? Make new friends? Stay focused on your reasons and remind yourself of them every day. For example, if your goal is to travel, imagine yourself confidently asking for directions in a new country. If your goal is a better job, picture yourself speaking English in an interview. These thoughts will keep you motivated to keep learning. 4. Take small breaks. Learning for too long without rest can make you tired. It's okay to take short breaks. For example, study for 30 minutes, then take a 5-minute break to relax. Breaks help you stay fresh and focused. 5. Mix it up. Sometimes learning feels boring if you do the same thing every day. Try different activities to make it more fun. Watch an English movie or listen to a song. Play a language learning game. Try cooking a recipe in English. When learning feels exciting, it's easier to stay motivated. 6. Celebrate small wins. Every small achievement is a step closer to your big goal. For example, if you learn a new word and use it in a sentence, celebrate. If you understand part of an English video, that's progress. Small wins show you that you're improving, even if it feels slow sometimes. 7. Stay positive. Learning a language takes time, and mistakes are part of the process. Don't feel bad if something is difficult or if you make errors. Every mistake is a chance to learn. Remind yourself, I'm getting better every day. Remember, my dear students, learning English is not a race, it's a journey. And every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. Keep your goals clear, stay motivated, and never give up. Write down your goals, break them into small steps, and celebrate every success along the way. I'm here to support you, and together, we will achieve great things. Are you ready to keep going? Let's work on this journey together, one step at a time. You can do it.